Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. So what we're going to be talking about is celibacy and what happens when you decide to go celibate. So when I decided to go celibate, I decided to do half a year, which doesn't sound like a long time, but this was done with no masturbation, no sex, no intimacy, and no social media. And I was doing lots of meditation and lots of inward looking. So what I first started noticing was after about a 2-week period, my hectic kind of pecking thoughts of temptations and distractions started kind of dissipating out slowly, and then they eventually disappeared. And it was kind of like I just broke through this other part of mental focus. Then what happened was my mind became extremely sharp and focused, and I was able to kind of focus inwardly when I was in meditation, but also on other things as well in everyday life with like laser pinpoint focus. The other thing I started noticing as well was that my meditation was much more deep, and what normally would take me about 10 minutes to get to, that slipping into this place that we called the gap, all right, of like peaceful, blissful awareness, I was able to do it immediately. It was just like I'd slipped straight into this place called the gap. So my meditation was much deeper, much clearer, and much more beneficial. Then the other thing that I started noticing as well was my energy in my physical body. So normally the energy in our body moves around quite erratically. And after about a month or 2 months, I noticed that my bodily energy was very, very calm and consistent and very still. Like I had this perfect, permanent kind of contentment internally, with a really kind of content mind as well. And then the other thing as well that I slowly started noticing was that my thoughts become much clearer. So they weren't distracted flying around the room all the time, they become much clearer. Then what I started noticing after that was that a lot of this energy started rising up, and I started having more kind of experiences of what people call Kundalini, okay? Until eventually what happened is I had my Kundalini awakening, which I've made a video about. So there is a high chance that my celibacy sped up my awakening and my Kundalini experience. But what I then noticed after I had that Kundalini experience, and I do celibacy stints now, and I'm currently doing one now, it's been about 3 months, this ball of energy starts kind of building up in between my navel and my genitals, like the pubic area, right? And it kind of like this ball of tension builds up. And when it does, I've noticed I can focus my inner eye on that ball of energy and then go into meditation and push it up through my whole being. And it kind of rises up until it gets to my pineal gland. And I have this amazing experience of oneness and joy and peace and bliss that lasts, quite a long time. So I'm able to actually use and now manipulate this energy the more I've actually been practicing this. But in the early stages of going celibate, I would say that the benefits you're going to probably experience is mental clarity, mental sharpness, mental and emotional stillness, and then you're going to be much more disciplined as well to give up other things along the way. So guys, if you are watching this, give it a go. Try and just do 1 month, okay, or 2 weeks. But ideally, I'd suggest, doing 1 month as a minimum, and then try and increase it to 2 months, 3 months. Now, if you do have a sexual or an intimate partner or a long relationship going on in your life, then you can obviously have this conversation with them and allow them to understand you're doing this as a practice, so then they don't, tempt you down the line or distract you while you're doing this process. But whether or not you have a partner or not, you can still do stints on celibacy. I have a long-term partner now, and I've just done, a good couple of months of it. So it can be done. But more importantly, guys, is just give it a go. See what your experience is with it, and then just expand the amount of time that you're actually doing your celibacy stints. And then you should notice a massive increase in your mental and emotional stability, and you might even have a Kundalini awakening as well. So guys, thanks for watching this video. And if you haven't already, click on my page. There's a whole heap of other videos there as well, going through all of these different things, and it's all free, guys. And if you do want to catch up for a one-on-one session, visit my website happysouls.co.nz, or if you want updated quotes and poems throughout the day and the week, okay, I've got a Instagram which is Happy Souls Holistic Wellbeing. Jump on there as well. It's a new page, okay, there's probably not a whole heap of followers, but you can jump on there. There's heaps of really good content, and I've got amazing things coming up in the pipeline as well. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and good luck on your journey.